Every prompt submitted to a large language model without specific constraints forces the system to search through an infinite sea of disorganized information. Without a defined identity or framework, the AI defaults to the statistical average of its training data. The resulting output is optimized for general probability rather than specific utility. A request to explain a contract produces a broad, non-committal summary. However, commanding the system to act as a corporate lawyer explaining a home buying contract to a first-time buyer forces it to prioritize legal risk and actionable advice. Extracting value from these models requires an intentional restriction of their operational parameters. Role prompting operates as the strategic assignment of an identity, acting as a cognitive lens. This lens filters the latent space, enforcing 5 specific qualities: focus, tone, depth, reliability, and creativity. The response's precision increases as the user provides more detailed constraints. This restriction forces the AI to abandon generalized averages in favor of highly structured, domain-specific frameworks. Pedagogical roles demonstrate this structural shift. A teacher persona is designed to translate complex datasets into accessible formats. This dashboard represents the variables required to maximize the role. To get a precise output, the user must define the audience and their learning modality. Explaining photosynthesis to an 8th grader triggers a shift in vocabulary and age-appropriate analogies. Adding a modality constraint, such as teaching the Pythagorean theorem specifically to a visual learner, causes the AI to prioritize spatial relationships and geometric descriptions. Changing the objective to an exam expert generating Q&A pairs for a test removes the narrative flow entirely, replacing it with a study-optimized list. A kindergarten teacher persona explaining rain reduces complexity to its minimum using basic storytelling. Defining the exact audience dictates both the linguistic complexity and the structural formatting of the AI's response. In medical prompting, the AI serves as an encyclopedic information index rather than a diagnostic tool. A general practitioner prompt produces a broad overview of type 2 diabetes symptoms, followed by a recommendation to consult a physician. A pharmacologist prompt accesses higher technical rigor, detailing the chemical differences and interaction pathways between paracetamol and ibuprofen. Contextual injection further refines the output. A lifestyle medicine specialist prompt can build a specific phased activity regimen for a sedentary 40-year-old. A pediatrician persona analyzing a child's insomnia shifts the analytical framework toward child development variables instead of adult sleep hygiene. These specialized roles grant access to technical frameworks while maintaining necessary safety boundaries. Expert roles allow users to parse dense industry jargon and generate foundational research. A corporate lawyer persona can identify specific liabilities within a home buying contract, translating legal terms into a readable list of risks. A labor rights lawyer persona identifies worker rights and lists the documentation required to support a claim of unfair dismissal. Environmental parameters further sharpen the output. A certified financial planner prompt, constrained by a specific monthly income, calculates a saving strategy tailored to middle-class margins. A cybersecurity expert prompted for a small retail shop will bypass enterprise-level architecture to provide budget-friendly data protection strategies. Combining a specialized profession with specific environmental constraints allows the AI to function as a strategic advisor. Creative roles navigate the latent space using style, tone, length, and emotion. Without these constraints, the model's creative output becomes a chaotic blend of styles. The tone matrix provides the coordinates needed to target specific stylistic outputs. A short story writer prompt focusing on psychological nuance locks into the high-formality, deep emotion quadrant. A children's author prompt writing a humorous story shifts parameters to the low-formality, high-energy quadrant. Cultural constraints, like requiring a literary poet to use traditional Tamil conventions, force absolute structural formality. A modern poet prompt capturing urban isolation targets the modern, melancholic sector of the graph. Precise emotional and cultural coordinates allow the AI to navigate stylistic nuance with high accuracy. Business rules require transparency regarding industry, company size, and specific challenges to produce actionable advice. An experienced small business consultant persona maps a 6-month structural roadmap for a food startup. An HR manager persona provides a structured mediation process to resolve professional conflicts based on established management protocols. A digital marketing expert, given a strict budget and target demographic, will generate a lean, actionable strategy instead of a broad, unmanageable campaign. In a high-stakes scenario, a CFO persona, prompted for a cash flow triage plan, generates a crisis management protocol based on financial best practices. Restricting the system to professional frameworks transforms it into an active strategic partner. Role prompting is a methodology for filtering probability. It aligns data to ensure focus, stylistic accuracy, and technical reliability. The utility of the output is determined by the specificity of the applied constraints. Assigning an identity is the first step in advanced prompt engineering. Once we have defined who the AI is, we must then direct how it thinks. This leads to the next structural evolution, chain of thought prompting. The prompt window is a control panel for human intent. The sharper the constraints you apply, the more precise the model's targeting becomes.